Well, all eyes are on the D.C. City Council as it prepares to take its second and final vote on a $4 billion deal to bring the team back to the district. That deal includes a new 65,000-seat stadium, 6,000 residential units, a sportsplex, and much more, with D.C. taxpayers on the hook for $1 billion of those dollars. D.C. News Now's Marielle Carbone joining us live at the Wilson Building, awaiting that vote. And Marielle, the details of this deal are still being negotiated up to the last minute.
Yeah, Annalisa, they are, to the dismay and really concern of the commanders. Leading up to this meeting, several council members submitted some amendments and changes they want to see to the deal. And the team today sending a letter to council saying that these last-minute changes are unworkable and impractical. Now, heading up to today's meeting, we know the chairman of the council had a last-minute meeting with the team. And the team did agree to some new environmental changes and protections while building this new stadium. So they've agreed to strive towards a LEED Platinum stadium. They've agreed to saving some heritage trees on the property and getting as close to zero waste as possible. But some of the other amendments by council members remaining unchanged at this point. We know Councilmember Brianna Doe is against using any taxpayer dollars on this deal. That hasn't changed. Councilmember Matt Fruman wanting some harsher penalties if housing is not delivered by the team on time. Councilmembers Trayon White and Robert White are pushing for displacement protections for families in the area. We actually spoke to Robert White ahead of today's legislative meeting. Take a listen to what he had to say about this deal.
Love the team. I'd love to have them here, but if they can afford to build the stadium and we can't, why are we going into a deal where the District of Columbia taxpayers are going to price people out and not make a financial benefit? That just doesn't make sense to the average person, and I think we lose sight of that in this building.
All right, so we've been here at the Wilson Building all day, and council, they still haven't gotten to the agenda item on the RFK deal yet, and we're expecting a lot of discussion before we get to a vote. So just to reiterate, we're looking at a 65,000-seat stadium, 6,000 residential units, a third of which must be affordable, a sportsplex, festival plaza, retail, and so much more, community benefits, a fund for additional transit needs like a possible metro station in that area. We know the first vote was a 9-3 vote in favor of this, so we're expecting the numbers to look about the same. Of course, we now have Councilmember Trayon White sitting as well, so the numbers could change a bit, but we will be here monitoring as soon as we get to that vote and discussion and bring that to you when we have more. That is the latest from the Wilson Building. Reporting live, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.